Okay, let's
Okay.
try. Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Yes, we're now live
from
again.
Our second attempt.
Okay.
Aloha, everyone, and happy Friday. So, as usual, Tanisha is watching us on Instagram. As usual, our main live stream is on YouTube. If you want to join us on YouTube, because I will be showing some demonstrations, graphics and stuff and maps. So if you want to join us on YouTube, on Instagram, I posted a link in the story. So that is the direct link that you can click and join us here on YouTube. So anybody, we're actually a little
so
bit
Nicole,
late.
we're actually back on YouTube. It's not that same link anymore. Unfortunately, once that link crashes, I can't use that same link to go back in and restart it. It's basically dead. So I had to remake another link.
Yeah.
So it should say live. We have 13 people in. Aloha and welcome. We apologize for the crash we had.
Hi, Chris.
Hey,
I'm
Chris.
Marta
How is
from
it?
Go to Hawaii. Andrew said I'm on both.
Awesome.
And I don't have sound on. Andrew, you don't have sound on where?
Can you guys
look,
hear
everyone,
us?
YouTube is looking amazing after the new link. Thank you,
Okay,
James.
thank you.
Where is no sound, guys? Can you
no
hear
sound
us?
on my Instagram.
Oh, guys, on Instagram, Nicole, can you guys hear us? I'm pretty sure,
Just trying to
because
work out the
I
kinks
was
here.
communicating with on Hawaii time, and they were responding. So I'm pretty sure the IG live crowded is much cooler though. There is sound. So Andrew, maybe you can restart your Instagram.
Yeah, because James said he has sound on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Really excited, and I was a little concerned for the sound on YouTube because we have new microphones. Devon just got them a couple of days ago, and they're completely brand new system from DJI, and we're really excited about those. So give us a sound check on YouTube. So Instagram and TikTok, we're streaming on TikTok as well, by the way. It is regular sound from phones, and YouTube and Facebook, you get the new microphone sound.
Awesome. So we're good to go. Everyone's saying sound is great. Fantastic.
Yay, thank you. All right, so let's welcome everyone. So now it's working. Thank you, Andrew. Ramos says loud and clear. Thank you. Just want to say hello to everyone on TikTok as well. We have a few people watching us on TikTok. Yes, on Hawaii time. Thank you. All right, so today's topic is...
Hey, Kelly. Aloha. Today's topic is 25 things you should know before coming to Oahu.
And so let's actually structure it this way. So we'll go through maybe like about half of them, then we'll break to answer all your questions. If you do have questions, be sure to hashtag Q, so it will be easier to find your questions from all the chats. Okay, so let me get my notes ready and let's get it started.
Okay.
You ready? Okay.
In the comments below, before we get started, I want you guys to list what is your favorite, which of the Hawaiian islands is your favorite?
And how many have you been to?
Yes.
And if you haven't been to any of the islands, which island would you like to visit?
Okay, let's get into it while we're doing that. So that is the question. Which of the Hawaiian islands would you visit, or you have visited, or is your favorite? Okay. First one.
Oahu is the most visited island. It's not the largest one by land, but it is the most popular. So be prepared for large crowds. We actually made another live comparing all different islands and telling you what each island has to offer. So after this live is over, I will be sure to drop a link in the description so you guys can watch that video if you don't know which island would you like to visit.
Okay, the second one. Oahu is also the most populated of the Hawaiian Islands.
There are a little bit under 1 million people actually living on Oahu, and millions of people come to visit Oahu.
So if you want to get away from the crowds, you know which of the Hawaiian Islands you should not be visiting. That's for sure. Okay, number 3.
Honolulu is the capital of Hawaii, located on Oahu. A lot of people actually confused Honolulu and Oahu and Waikiki. Well, Oahu, all you need to know, Oahu is the island. Honolulu is the city, is the capital, and Waikiki is the area, a neighborhood in Honolulu.
Right.
So Honolulu and Waikiki are located on Oahu, and it's a part of Oahu.
Yes. Hope we straighten that out, because that could be a little bit confusing. You can see why that is. Okay, the next one.
Go ahead.
Where are we? So number 4. Nope, where am I? Sorry. Oh, I did that as a ticker. Okay. So Honolulu International Airport, which 3-letter code is HNL. That is the major airport on Oahu. And we're going to kind of show you what that looks like.
And at least where it's located. So here's the map. And I will take a quick snapshot. When it does take. iPad started messing up with snapshots.
It's okay.
I think.
That's a snapshot.
All right. So over here you can see the airport, and the most popular area to stay is called Waikiki, if you've never been. And Waikiki is this little area right here. So there are 6 ways to get from the airport to Waikiki, and we created actually a full video on how to get to there, all the 6 ways, and we will link them in the description after the live stream is over, so you can choose which way is the best for you. But we mostly have been taking Uber. The price vary. Normally, if you go like off rush hour, it is about $25. Again, the price went up, so it might be more. So I think the best option is actually getting a taxi that you can pre-order it, and in that vlog we actually tell you where to pre-order the taxi. Oh, finally.
Hey, Chris, let us know in the comments, what is the cost generally of gas in Hawaii at the moment? Okay. I think it was about 5 and change, 5 and a quarter, something like that. I
figured out my snapshot situation.
Okay, are we ready?
So
okay.
Yeah, the location of Oahu.
So Oahu is located between Kauai and Molokai, and Irina will show that up, so we could show you what that is.
Okay, so this island with lots of little dots is Oahu. This island is Kauai. It is a beautiful lush green garden where on Hawaii time, they're watching us on Instagram, based, and Molokai is where the leprosy colony used to be, and it's this island right here. So here you go, Oahu.
Okay. All right, so we're at 5, so we'll stop there, and then we'll go in and jump into some comments. Let's read some stuff. I know a lot of people are excited. I see a lot of people saying they're going to one of the islands, so let's kind of...
And again, if you just join in, the topic of our today's Friday Live is 25 things you must know before coming to Oahu, and we have covered 5. So if you missed it, don't worry. We will save this live, and you can just watch it on the replay. You want to go over any comments?
Deborah says, I've been to both Oahu and Maui. Oahu is more exciting, but Maui is more beautiful.
Okay, that's a fair point.
Yes.
I have a comment here. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your handle. Headed back to the Big Island and Maui in 3 weeks. Awesome. We're really excited for you.
Kelly Cooper says, Oahu is our favorite.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, guys. We really love to hear your opinion and we love to chat with you. That's why we're doing this interactive live streams.
Yes. On Hawaii Time says Kauai, of course.
Yeah. Actually,
Awesome.
Kauai is one of the islands we haven't made to,
Yes.
but whenever we are going back to Hawaii, we'll make sure that we will go to Hawaii.
We were this close to going to Kauai, this close.
And I also really want to visit Lanai and Molokai.
Yes,
Lanai has cat sanctuary, and I love cats. They have over 700 cats. And Molokai, besides the leprosy colony, they have a mule ride to the leprosy colony,
which is really awesome.
And I would like to experience that.
Daniel said going to the Big Island in 15 days.
Yay!
That is epic.
And Big Island is Devon's favorite.
Yes,
island.
That's one of my favorites. It's hard to say which one. It's hard. It's really hard.
Was in Oahu last month. How do you stop being depressed about not being in Hawaii? Oh, that's actually a really good question, guys. Please share your how do you deal with the Hawaii fever? It's actually a real thing. Hawaii fever is a real thing, and I know a lot of people dealing with it by watching our videos. We have done over 300 videos on Hawaii, and we try to keep up with Hawaii a little bit more by doing topics in our live streams, because again, we lived there for 3 years and we have so much to share with you that we haven't even finished covering in all our vlogs.
There's a lot to cover.
Hoping to get to Oahu and Maui in September. Third time trying to get there. Wow. So Cherry, let us know, you're trying to get there. What does it mean? Did you have to cancel your trips before?
Pandemic and stuff. Back and forth. Andrew says, only been to Oahu the one time. We're hoping to go to check out Maui this year, but doing the cruise to Alaska instead. Decided to save money. I think we're going to save. I think we're going to save money, but yeah, definitely if you could make it out to Maui, that would be awesome. There's
Alaska,
a lot to do out there.
Alaska cruises are pretty pricey.
Yeah.
I actually saw an Carnival Alaskan cruise. Again, Carnival ship is not our favorite, but if you really want to save money and experience Alaska, why not?
Yeah. And speaking about Carnival, I'm sure if we have any cruisers here on YouTube watching us, or Instagram or TikTok, just yesterday or the day before yesterday, the Carnival cruise, one of the Carnival cruise, I think it's the Freedom, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if you guys know.
Freedom, that's the one
we're on the tail. Carnival has that tail in the back. It was actually on fire. It was on blaze, and they were trying to pull out the fire. It was just crazy. If you guys saw that. Chris says 80% of Hawaii residents live in Oahu. That's absolutely correct.
4 islands, Oahu is our favorite. Thank you for sharing that.
A lot of people ask, I think one of the biggest questions when coming to Hawaii, a lot of people ask, okay, I know there are a lot of islands to visit, and I know they're all great and special, but which one? I'm coming for the first time, and obviously you want the best experience. Like, which one do I go to out of all of them? And that's I think that really comes down to what is it that you want to do, because
and again, we covered so many different options in the other vlog, and it's like a 50-minute just straightforward information about all different islands. So we will leave the link below. Karma just joined us. Welcome. Sherry saying pandemic and healthy issues made us reschedule. Really hoping it works this time.
We hope so for you too as well.
But you know what? Hawaii has removed a lot of restrictions. So maybe it's for the better.
Yes,
a lot of things now are open, and maybe you'll have I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time coming to
Linda says, been to Oahu, Kauai, Big Island, and Maui. They are all my favorite, which is why I will be visiting all of this later this year. It's coming back for more, of course.
Awesome. All right, let's get back to our program and do another 5.
Okay. Remember, guys, if you have any questions or whatever, just #Q, and then we'll get to your questions. So let me just turn off this comment here. Okay, we're at number 5.
6.
6. Yes.
Go ahead.
Waikiki is the most popular area to stay in Oahu.
On Oahu, yes, and it has the most options for accommodations. We have done walk-in tours of how many? Over 20 hotels.
About 28 hotels.
In Waikiki, I mean, around the island too. In Waikiki, we also created a series of videos on where to stay, where we covered and review each area that is offering any type of accommodations and
hotels, resorts.
Right, and we put together in categories, kind of like parameters and criteria on what each area or each resort has to offer. And after this live is over, we will leave that link to those series in the description below, as well as the hotel walkthrough series.
And that is the entire island we covered. We covered North Shore, the west side, south side, east side. We went everywhere for those. So that's pretty much awesome. The next one is Oahu has more white sand beaches than all of the other Hawaiian islands
put together.
yes.
And Oahu, literally, you can just drive around the island and you will find the white sand beaches everywhere, patients as well.
Yes.
So anywhere you drive on Oahu, there are white sand beaches everywhere, and they are really beautiful and really different. And again, we also put together a series. It's called Ultimate Beach Tour Oahu, where we reviewed over 20 beaches by 10 different criteria or categories. You guys for your patience and staying with us. Anyway, Oahu has only white sand beaches, while other islands have different color beaches: red, black, green. Oahu has only white. And some people can argue there are black sand beaches on Oahu, but they're covered with white sand beaches. So if you can't see it, it's not there. All right, number 8. What do we have for number 8?
Okay, let's get back on track here. Number 8, Oahu is the 8th most expensive city in the U.S.
And a lot of people come into Oahu, or people who live on Oahu always say Hawaii is expensive, and it is true, but for us it is actually comparable to New York, LA, Miami.
Right. So we always say it really depends on where you're coming from. I mean, obviously, if you're coming from the Midwest.
Funny thing, when we got off the cruise ship, we were considering to hang out in Miami for a couple of days. So we were looking for a hotel in Miami, and hotels go for $300-$400. Even in Hawaii, on Oahu you can find a hotel for $100 a night, but in Miami that was non-existent. A hostel, guys, cost $100 a night in Miami. A hostel. And you know what? I never stayed in a hostel. Maybe I'm missing out. I don't know, but I don't feel comfortable staying in a hostel. Nothing against people who do. It's just I cannot do it. Ice and Beans joined us from Kikaka.
We
missed your donuts, guys.
Belizean vibes. Gee. Okay, let's get into number 9. Oahu is divided into 5 parts. You have the south side, the east side, the north shore, the west side, and central Oahu. And interesting fact, you think it's an island and you could probably go all the way around, but you cannot go all the way around because there's an area basically that doesn't, you cut through the central when you get to when you get to North Shore, it then cuts you and brings you through to the central. We're going to bring up the image right now and show you why, because Laia Point is military and bird. I'm sorry, Kaena Point, yes.
Okay, so
you want me to bring this up?
Yeah.
Okay, we're bringing up this map so we show you guys what this is. Let's hide this. There we go.
So here on the map, you can clearly see by color. Green is the North Shore. This is where surfing competition happened. Windward side is the east side. The south side is where the city of Honolulu is located. Yellow is right in the center, and this is where you will find Dole Plantation, and kind of like coral color or red is the leeward side or the west side.
And that's where the locals are, west side.
And let me take a snapshot here and show you why. Hold on.
It got small again.
I'm wondering what color should I use?
Just use black, yeah, because very colorful.
Let's do black.
And zoom in.
Okay.
And there we go.
Okay. So as Devon mentioned, you cannot go around the entire island. Most Circle Island tours go, I'm not going to go specific direction. I'm just going to circle kind of like the, so you can go around the south side. This is just very generic circular, right? You can go like this, or you can go through this and then go again around. So different island tours offer you different stops and stuff like that. So you cannot go from here and then go this way. It's not drawing. So let me just go, let's do blue. So you cannot go from here and then circle around this way. You have to actually go either so through this highway and just stop here, or you can go here and stop here. The reason why this is called Kaena Point, and over here there is no road. Over here there is no road connecting, so it's actually a nature reserve, I guess, right? Nature reserve, and this is a great hiking spot. You can spot some birds. It's actually really beautiful. The cliffs over there are gorgeous. We have done a video for Kaena Point. We have done live from Kaena Point. This is where you can see seals in the wild, turtles. So we will leave the links in the description. If you're new to our channel, we have over 300 videos on everything Hawaii, and you can watch those videos later. Okay, next.
Okay.
If you guys find this information valuable so far, please be generous with your likes. It really goes a long way for our channel. And also leave comments. It also helps our engagement, and it will help other people find our videos as well.
Okay.
Number 10?
Number 10. Then we're going to take some comments and some questions. So the 3 most popular tours on Oahu is the Circle Island tour that Irina was just explaining, the route, Pearl Harbor, and the Polynesian Cultural Center. So if you guys are wondering what are the top 3 things to do, that would be the thing that people do the most when they do come. So are we going to get into that? Or?
Also on our website, we have a booking page, and you can go, this is our, we use affiliate links for most of this, and we would appreciate if you decide to book. We do offer you also discounts for a lot of activities. So for example, the Polynesian Center, you can get 10% discount if you book early. And here we put together a little bit of information and what each package has to offer and what our favorite package is. And we have many other tours and discounts that you can get from here. And I will also add some links for the Pearl Harbor tours from Hawaii Island tours.
Okay. So let's get into some questions or
comments. Yeah. Yes. Remember, guys, we're here to hang out with you, communicate with you. So we love hearing, reading your comments, and know what you guys have to offer.
We asked what was the gas prices in Hawaii. Go to Hawaii is saying it's about $5.30 right now, and on Hawaii time said I paid $5.39 at Costco a couple of days ago on Kauai. So on Kauai and on Oahu, on Hawaii time is in Kauai, and Chris goes to Hawaii. He's also he's in Oahu, and the prices differ by 9 cents, but still definitely makes a substantial difference, of course. You have any comments or anything on that end?
Mommy says, recently discovered Kahala Beach Resort. My goodness, it is gorgeous. Yes. Have you discovered it from our videos or from visiting it?
Leland asked, what are we filming on? The quality looks great. Right now it's just the
computer.
It's just the MacBook. Which one is this again? The new MacBook. But before that, it was the Sony camera, the A7S3. And for some reason, it got disconnected. I don't know if maybe there's a problem with the cable that I'm using. So now we're just using the laptop. So as you can see now, the quality is a little bit more fuzzy. Thank you, Leland. Susan says, "Is Jurassic Park worth going to?"
I think so. Yes. This is also. You know what? We actually did created a video for you for 10 must-do things when visiting Oahu, which is pertaining to activities. Again, I will add the link in the description right after this video. And Jurassic Park, or this is actually called the Koala Ranch. And they offer different, keep looking there, I'm sorry, I have to look here. Koala Ranch offers different type of tours, and Jurassic Park is one of the tours. It is a little bit pricey, and you have to book in advance for sure, but I think it's worth it.
Kelly said, we just got back yesterday and already planning for next year.
Oh, awesome,
so
awesome.
Kelly Cooper was actually, they were on Oahu, I think for a week. But I was looking through their Instagram and they were posting so many photos, and they did it all. They did the Macadamia catamaran. They did the shark tour. They did
ube pancakes.
Pancakes, yes.
Kelly and her husband went in on all our recommendations. Thank you so much for trusting us.
Awesome.
And we are really happy that you enjoyed everything you have done, and that's what we are really for, to help you get the most out of your vacation. Hawaii is definitely a dream location, and you want to make sure you really enjoy it, and it's also not the cheapest. So we are here to help you get your dream vacation come through.
Yes, my husband and I listen to Hawaiian music going back on Oahu and Maui in October. That is so cool, Patricia.
See, this is one way of coping with Hawaii fever, by listening to Hawaiian music. I love Hawaiian music. It definitely puts you in the mood. And when you come in Hawaii, that's one of the reasons what makes Hawaii special. And we did a live what makes Hawaii special. Was it last week or?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you missed it, check it out. Go to Hawaii says that a lot of activities are open right now.
Deborah says, I saw the fire, and I think she's referring to the Carnival cruise ship.
Mimi says, I saw it on your videos and then went on a tour with Escape Waikiki Tours. Kevin is the best, and he took us there. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Beautiful.
Webmedia says, my first time to visit Oahu was in September of 2017. Long
2007.
time ago. 2007, yes. Time to go back. Stefan says, just got back from my honeymoon on Oahu, and I'm forever changed. I believe that.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, you want us to, we have a question actually. Let me just go through this one. Red Cat says, heading to Oahu with my family on Wednesday.
Have you packed yet?
They probably packed like
that's awesome.
a month ago. So Nicole says,
so remember, Q is hashtag Q if you have any questions. So this way it will be easier to sort through comments and answer your questions. Or you can also super chat with a question to get the priority answer.
Yes. Nicole says, when you eventually decide to settle down, where do you think it will be? Will it be back in Hawaii?
We actually get this question
A
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
Probably not in Hawaii, and again, because Hawaii is really far away from everything, and we still want to have access to, traveling. Even when we settle down, we still want to do. We still want to travel, so Hawaii is a little difficult to
But
get
then again,
out.
who knows, right?
You never know, but we definitely will come to Hawaii again, maybe for a year or two,
Yeah.
but not for settling down. I want to sneeze. Sorry, guys.
So number 11, we're back on to the
Oh.
25 things you should know about Oahu. Pearl Harbor is the site of World War II 1941 bombing, located in Honolulu.
And as we mentioned before, this is one of the top tours to do when you come into Oahu. It is a very special place. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten there, but our friend Chris from Go to Hawaii with Hawaii Island tours, he does an incredible Pearl Harbor tour. So next time we're there, we'll definitely review it and show you guys what it has to offer. But check his tours out.
Okay, moving on to number 12. World's famous Dole Plantation is located in central Oahu. So yes, the Dole Plantation, guys, where all the pineapple. That's another thing. Hawaii is like so known for pineapples. A lot of times, people who've never been to Hawaii don't really relate Hawaii with pineapples as much. Probably more so coconut, just because they think it's like an island, tropical island. And most tropical islands you associate it with coconuts, but Hawaii is massive when it comes to the pineapple game. You want me to bring that up or no?
Yeah, just a moment.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do the star.
Right.
Okay.
So we're bringing this up here, and we're going to show you exactly where Dole Plantation is located.
Okay. So this is the island of Oahu. This is the city of Honolulu, and over here you have Waikiki. So if we zoom out, here is the little star. This is where Dole Plantation is located. So if you drive, that would be about 45-minute drive. Again, depends on traffic. Could be an hour, could be an hour 15, but no traffic, about 45 minutes from Waikiki.
Okay. Let's get into number 13. We're almost done, guys. Oahu is known for its shopping. So you have Ala Moana shopping mall, which is actually the world's biggest outdoor mall, believe it or not. Yes, the world's biggest outdoor mall is located.
It is really beautiful. We actually have done a walking tour, right?
We did a walking tour of the entire mall.
So you can see what it looks like. Then there is an international marketplace located right in Waikiki, and it is small, but it's really beautiful to walk through it. There are banyan trees going right through the mall. It is gorgeous. We have done a walking tour through International Marketplace as well. They also do free events there, and also, one of the reasons why it's popular for shopping, especially name brand shopping, Waikiki is also lined with brand shops, Rolex, Gucci, Armani,
Prada, you name it, they got it.
Louis Vuitton. And the reason why also it's popular is because the sales tax is 4.5%, which is much lower than in other states. So when you buy 2,000 worth of products, so maybe, I don't know, 10,000, 50,000, the sales tax would be much smaller. And a lot of Japanese also come to shop to Oahu as well, again, because it is a little bit cheaper for them for the conversion wise, and the sales tax. They don't even pay the sales tax, I think.
Okay. Number 14. No car rental is needed when coming to Oahu. So we get this question a lot. When we come to Oahu, should we rent a vehicle? Do we have to rent a vehicle? Yeah. Well, it helps to get around the island and do things on your time, but you don't really have to. If after the hotel and the food accommodations and food and maybe a few tours that you might want to do, and that, you know, exhausts your budget, you can actually get around Oahu and do these things without having a rental car in the budget. And there's transportation. Oahu is one of the few islands actually that has transportation that runs through the entire
island.
Yes.
And we actually have done a vlog of whether you should rent a car or you should not rent a car. We kind of weighed pros and cons, and again, it really depends on your personal preferences. We created a vlog on how to get to some of the popular activities by public transportation, by the bus, what routes get you there. Yeah, it really depends if you prefer driving, but driving is pretty easy. A lot of people say, oh, okay, it's traffic. It's true. During rush hour, morning and evening, you can get stuck in traffic, but every time we rented a car there, we would leave super early, like 6:30 in the morning, and we would beat the traffic. And coming back, yeah, you stay in a little traffic, but it's still relaxed. Sometimes you see rainbows on the way, you pass through beautiful scenery, and if you want to hang out on the beach for a little bit longer to just wait for the rush hour to pass, you can. And you know, sometimes there are accidents happen as well. North Shore is just one way in, one way back, so if there is an accident, you may get stuck there for a little bit, but again, you are around beautiful scenery and you're in Hawaii, so you can just relax and take it as it is. Okay.
Next one. It takes about 3 hours to get around the island. And when we say around the island, as we mentioned before, you can't circle the island completely. It does cut into the middle, but generally to go, if you're starting from the Waikiki area, Honolulu area, and you go around, it'll generally take you about 3 hours to get around the island, which is not bad at all, actually.
And yeah, in a little bit before, we showed you how you can circle the island. Again, it's no traffic, but in number 16, can we go to number 16, please? Expect traffic at times, so it might take you 5-6 hours. I don't think it's 6 hours to circle the island, but maybe 4 hours, 4.5. And again, we explained the traffic situation. You can beat it. It depends on what times you choose to go. And okay, so let's take a little break and read some comments, questions. We do have some questions on Instagram, at least.
Roy says, aloha, I will be, where's this? What he says he wants to be?
Hauula
for 10 days. Wow. 10 days is actually the magic number when visiting Hawaii. It's like you just get just enough.
Or a year.
Or, of course, a year.
Okay. What is your recommendation for snorkeling and scuba diving? Well, one of the most popular spots for snorkeling in Hawaii is Hanauma Bay. We have done the video on Hanauma Bay. It's now a little bit outdated with prices, but we do have their website linked. So Hanauma Bay actually have raised their prices tremendously, but nevertheless, it is the best snorkeling spots in Hawaii. As far as diving goes, we don't dive. So actually, Leland Hasty dives, and he can advise you on diving spots. It again depends if you're just gonna go with tours or you want to go diving by yourself. So
Susan says, how long does it take to go around most of the island? I would say about 45 minutes to an hour. So in other words, to get to certain places, I think is what she's trying to say. So if you're in Waikiki or in Honolulu, you want to get to Dole, it's about 45 minutes. If you want to get to North Shore, it's about 45 minutes to an hour. Exactly. If you want to get to Polynesian Cultural Center, it's about 45 minutes to an hour. About an hour.
No, I would say like a little bit longer, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. Again, depends on traffic.
Yeah.
Cherry's asking, what do you think of the swap meet? The swap meet is actually the most bargain spot where you can get souvenirs much cheaper than anywhere else on the island. We have done a vlog on
a couple of vlogs there. We went
yeah,
live from
yeah.
there, and we actually did a full vlog on what is it that they have for sale, their prices, and what you can really find there. So if you go to our channel, you'll be able to see that as well. Ruby says, hi, I'll be arriving on Tuesday and staying at the Outrigger Waikiki. Awesome.
Nice,
That should be
Ruby.
really epic. Yes, and speaking of, where is it? I just clicked it and it went away. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So if you're looking to do a helicopter tour while in Kauai, so on Hawaii time, Brody, he works with a helicopter tour company, and he'd probably be a pilot to take you around. Brody, I had that comment, and for some reason it just disappeared. Let us know if the tour is back up and running, because I know.
Time is right
yeah, I know I saw it, but I was looking at the Oh, here it is. She just says helicopter tour. Here it is, and he's a pilot, a tour pilot. And he'd be able to take you around, so that should be epic.
But that's in Kauai.
That's in Kauai, yes. So if you are going to let us know if the helicopter tours is up and running, because the last time I think we spoke, it was kind of going to open up again. I wasn't sure where we left off in the conversation, but let us know in the comments, and we'll put that up there. So that way, if anyone's going to Kauai, oh, you better take a helicopter tour because it is incredible.
How are the restaurants? It is a very generic question. I don't even know how to answer it. Can you be a little bit more specific? Evelyn just joined us. Hi, Evelyn.
Hey, Evelyn,
love
please.
To you too. Thank you. Thank you, Evelyn. Okay, are we caught up on questions and comments?
Let's see.
Kelly says, thank you. You are amazing and helpful and helped us so much to have a great time. Thank you, Kelly.
Dia says, just got back to Oahu, took an excellent guided tour of Pearl Harbor from Hawaii Tours Polynesian Culture Center. Was fantastic. Don't miss the drama performance. It was outstanding.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Actually, yeah, one of the best shows on Oahu is at the Polynesian Cultural Center.
Linda says the gas price in Phoenix is $5.19 right now, so a little bit cheaper than Hawaii. So again, there you go.
Oh, Go to Hawaii says we have a boat tour lined up. You guys starting on June 11. Oh, congratulations, guys. Really happy for you. That's awesome. What kind of boat tour? Yes. Is it sandbar by any chance? Yeah. Or the boat tour from Waikiki?
Winston says my girlfriend and I and a couple of friends are going next week to Waikiki. Epic. Awesome. You guys are going to enjoy yourself for sure.
Where are you guys staying? Which hotel?
You want to answer this here? So Winston also asked, what is a good high-end local restaurant? High-end local.
Yeah.
normally when you say local restaurant, it's not normally high-end. That's when you usually kind of get the cheaper eats. But if you want really good cheap eats, we would definitely say Helena's would be a great choice for you to
Helena's is actually not that cheap.
Well, I mean, if compared to, say, if you went to one of the hotels in Waikiki, well, then again, yeah.
$17 for a little bowl of ribs. It's
but the ribs are so good. But it's a must go anyway. And of course, we always push to definitely support the locals and eat local whenever you can, and that is at the top of our list for places to eat.
But for good high end, not necessarily the local, our favorite is Hoku's.
Yes.
It is located at Kahala Resort, and they offer kind of like a 4-course prefix dinner option. They also have, I think, lunch option as well. And for Instagram question, what about a romantic dinner? I think Hokus would go for a romantic dinner as well. I really like Michelle's setting, which is located at Kaimana Beach. They have a beautiful setting for a romantic dinner, but the food, I think, comparing to the price that they charge, and it doesn't really stand to that price and quality comparison. But the service was excellent there. Still, Hokus is our top because the service, the food quality, the tasting, it was just
and Winston, if you're looking to do any type of excursions, also be sure to check out our website at justbeout.net. And we do have a lot of discounts and stuff that you might want to do, including shark dives and other stuff that's really, really, really cool. And of course, all these tours, majority of the tours, we did them ourselves. And there's actually a video there where you can click on and see the full experience and know what to expect when you go on these tours and know if it's actually right for you. Okay, let's get back to
number 17.
Business. Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. Go ahead.
Go.
Oahu is heavily Asian influence. There are a lot of different types of Asian foods that you can try.
A lot.
And there are also so many Japanese tourists. Right now, it is a little bit difficult for them to travel because they have to quarantine when they get back for 2 weeks, regardless of their vaccination or test status. But Japan is actually just about to open their borders for tourism, for general non-essential travel tourism. So I'm pretty sure it will be much easier for them to travel as well, and Japanese tourists will come back to Oahu. It is heavily influenced to a point that there are actually stores and restaurants that cater specifically to the Japanese tourists, and while they weren't coming for a while to Oahu, they were completely closed. So for example, Tea Galleria, that is located in the heart of Waikiki,
which is a massive mall.
It's duty free. It is enormous. You get lost there,
but super high end stuff in there.
Yes, there are a lot of high end shopping, and they've been closed since the pandemic started. So many years, and I just can only imagine how high their rent was because their prime location and their space is ginormous.
So if you're coming to Oahu and you're kind of on a budget, you can get by. You definitely can get by.
There are actually really affordable hostels there in the heart of Waikiki, right behind Queen Kapiolani Hotel. There are quite a few of them.
2 blocks away from Waikiki Beach.
There are on Hostel World, and they range from $30 to $50 per night, which is really affordable. You can take public transportation pretty much
everywhere.
Right. So if you're really on the budget, and there are a lot of cheap eats as well, you can get a really large meal for just $10. So there are a lot of, if there is a will, there is a way.
There's a way.
On Oahu, for sure. Not in the Bahamas. There is definitely no backpacking options in the Bahamas, but Oahu, definitely.
Number 19. Camping on the Oahu beaches are actually illegal. You can't just pitch a tent on the beach
and stay there.
It doesn't
overnight.
Work that way. Yes.
But which brings us to number 20. Camping is really popular on Oahu, and it's actually one of the affordable options to experience Oahu if you are into that type of vacationing. but you have to, there are so many campsites, really a lot of campsites on Oahu, and you do have to have reservations, you do have to have permits, and different campsites offer you different options, and the fees also vary, but even the most expensive camping site is still affordable.
Mhm. Okay, let's before we do the last five, we're just gonna take a few more questions and any type of comments you guys.
Ikaika just joined us. Welcome.
Hey,
Thank
welcome.
you.
Aloha.
Aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii. He says, Chi, Devon.
Gee. Andrew said, I got so many beautiful shirts at the swap meets for great prices.
Oh, awesome.
Too bad they're they're all super big on me now.
Oh,
So that means you have to go back and kind
yeah,
of
that's a good
get a
thing,
whole new,
Andrew.
yes,
Great.
reason to get back.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Tours are on Oahu time says the tours
Hawaii.
are Hawaii on Hawaii time. The tours are definitely going on.
For
So
helicopter
yes, for the
tours.
helicopter tours. So there you have it. He's back flying in right on Kauai, doing the helicopter tours. Oh, okay, was flying on Maui for several months. Ah, okay, so he was doing basically different islands, flying on different islands. He was flying on Maui as well. Blue Hawaiian. I researched them when we were doing our proposal. That was one of the companies I was looking into. That's so awesome.
But if you guys missed our video, Devon proposed to me by taking me on a helicopter ride and landing the helicopter on a side of a cliff
What cliff?
at Kualoa Range, overlooking the
Awesome.
Kualoa Range. And Paradise Helicopters are the only helicopter tours that have license to land there. And if you haven't seen that video, it was such a magical proposal. And I said yes. And we will leave the link in the description. It was amazing.
And another thing about helicopter tours, guys, it is the most expensive things you can do on any one of the Hawaiian islands, if not one of the most expensive things to do. But I tell you, it is actually worth it. Living in Hawaii for 3 years, we thought, every time we always see the helicopters are flying over, and we were just like, it's a helicopter tour. Like, what's the big deal?
And the van flew the drone so many times, so we're like,
right. So
we've seen it from aerial view.
Right. But when you're in that helicopter, it makes such a tremendous difference. We were like in awe up there. So we highly recommend, if it is in your budget, to take a helicopter tour. Don't pass up on the opportunity. Yeah. Definitely do it.
Yeah, that was really awesome. And that was it your first time on the helicopter too? Mine as well. And the feeling was so
and it was
cool.
Open door also. You could do open door tours, which is really cool. Because the wind and everything, it's really a great experience.
Ooh, after this live, I have a lot of work to do by linking all the videos, guys. And you have a lot of work to do by watching the videos if you haven't seen them.
And of course, our YouTube, this video was broken twice. So I apologize for that. I'm going to have to put a new thumbnail and put in the description. So right now there's nothing under there because I just went live again really quickly just to get it up and going. And of course, it broke in the middle and we went black for a couple minutes, and now we're back on. So
Deborah says she's going on a dinner cruise at Go to Hawaii.
Awesome, Deborah. Super cool.
Yay, really excited for you. Alex asking if there are any Russian restaurants on the island. Unfortunately, not even Russian food in stores.
There's a Russian community though.
Really large Russian community. And as we were living in Hawaii for 3 years, Devon missed some of the Russian foods. I did as well. And Devon made me cook some of his favorite items like pilmeni, which takes freaking hours and hours to make.
We actually just had, Rita went to Brooklyn just a couple days ago and she brought back borscht and everything else.
Yeah, when we are in New York, I always make sure I go to a Russian store and I buy already cooked Russian food that we like, and we go in. I just
Hoku's was
actually
amazing.
on our Instagram stories. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, check it out. We post stories, and I actually showed you guys everything that I bought from the Russian store and what those foods are.
Mm-hmm. And just says Hoku was amazing. Absolutely loved it. Did not love the bill though. I
Ah,
totally understand that one.
yeah,
Yes.
but I think it's worth it because even the type
It's an
of
experience.
service
Yes, it's an
you get,
experience.
the server is so knowledgeable. Hoku, I was actually blown away how much the server knows. He knows how the dish is prepared, every single ingredient in that dish. Sometimes you go to a restaurant and they put some type of weird words in the description and you don't even know what
What
that
it
is.
is.
So if you ask your server there, he or she would know what that is and explain it to you, and they just like stand with you and chat and give you their own recommendations. So just from even service standpoint, it is definitely top
They know
notch.
their stuff. The worst thing is when you go into a restaurant and you ask questions and they're like kind of like
They don't know.
I don't know. Let me ask the chef.
Or they say, oh, I
I'm
never
like, how does
tried
it
it.
taste? Oh, I never tried it. I never really understood that. I mean, if I was the owner of a restaurant, my entire staff would know what the menu tastes like because you're the one that will be giving. You're the one on one with the customer and be giving recommendations. So why would they not know what whatever's on the menu tastes like? So, um, I think is that restaurant still open?
I actually not sure. You have
That's
to
not Chris.
you have to read the comments because whoever is not
Okay.
seeing the comments. Is Haleiwa Joe's at Kaneohe restaurant still open? I always thought that place was really beautiful. Chris from Go to Hawaii, please let us know if that restaurant is still open. They have two locations actually. Well, before they had two locations, one on the North Shore at Haleiwa Harbor, I think, and the other one is at Kaneohe. But the location at Kaneohe was a little bit more special because they had a pond. If it's still open, they still have the pond there, and it's really beautiful to walk around before having a dinner. But mosquitoes.
Lost is new to our channel.
Oh, welcome from UK.
Welcome.
Awesome.
We'll be going there soon. We're coming
Right.
your way really soon.
So,
Maria says one more. I have visited Honolulu twice since I started following you guys. I felt
thank you
felt so familiar
much.
with the island. Thank you.
Awesome. That warms my heart. Thank you.
Awesome.
Oh, so before we get to the last 5 things must know before visiting Oahu, earlier during this live, if you're just joining us, we spilled the beans where we're going next. On June 6th, we are flying to Portugal, and our first stop will be Porto, and from there we will be going all over Portugal, Spain, France, and some other places. So what we want to do is we want to hear your recommendations, what to eat, what to do, and where to go. So let us know if anybody is from Portugal maybe watching us, or anybody that has traveled to Portugal. Let us know your recommendations.
Absolutely.
All right, we're ready?
We're ready.
Okay, let's do 21.
The North Shore is famous for surfing competitions. And that's where you can go and watch these boys get busy with the waves, massive waves.
They're scary. So North Shore is not really swimmable November through March because the waves are just crazy. And it's really cool. We have actually watched a couple of surf competitions, and it is like my heart like stops every time I see them fall into the water.
These guys are tremendous athletes. They are just amazing. It looks very simple because they make it look easy, but man, when you see them with these huge waves, and these waves are so powerful,
they break a lot of bones.
Yes,
we actually when we lived in Hawaii, we used to do acro yoga with an acro yoga group there. And one of the guys that used to go, he actually does surf. He does surf on the North Shore, and like he disappeared for a while. And when he came back, and we're like, oh, what happened? He's like, oh, I broke ribs. This and that. He was really hurt. Next
23. We're on 23. A couple more to go.
Oh, I think I missed
So
22.
golfing.
I missed 22. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so we're going straight to 23. Oahu has some amazing golf course. If you guys are into golfing,
beautiful sceneries.
Yes, amazing sceneries. And
at Kaneohe, they have actually we went to a restaurant called Alina, and it is just the Kolau mountain range. Mountain range is just so picturesque. So if I were to golf, I would definitely go there. North Shore, Turtle Bay has a beautiful golf course as well.
Also where Disney Aulani is, they have a beautiful golf course.
Oh yes, Ko'olina has a gorgeous golf course. It's just in Hawaii, I don't know. I think it's paradise to golf. What do you guys think? Have you done golf in Hawaii?
Yeah, let us know if you guys are into golfing. Have you gone golfing there and what your experience was like? So we're going to 24. Oahu Chinatown is extremely run down. Now, a lot of places have their versions of Chinatown. Unfortunately, in Hawaii, it's probably not going to be like the Chinatown you experience in other places. It's there's a lot of homeless there. It's a little sketchy. There are some really nice restaurants that open during the evening time and bars, and that's where a lot of the locals go. And the food is really great, but just the area in general is not that great.
Yeah, it's pretty scary, especially in the evening. And a lot of homeless there are actually mental. So the man was going on a bicycle there one day, and
he chased me. I was on the bike, and he was running. He was chasing after me. I was like,
and 25.
And the last one, 25.
Oahu is a cruise port. There are a couple of cruise ships that go through Hawaii Islands. It takes about 15 minutes by taxi to get from the cruise ship port to Waikiki. And it is walkable, but it will take you over an hour.
Yeah.
And since we missed 22, guys, give us your ideas of what is that we missed on number 22. Must know when coming to Oahu specifically. I know, like, for Hawaii, I can say, like, oh, there are rainbows, there are seasons that you need to know about, but this is for Oahu specifically. Let us know what is that we missed, that you maybe recommend that people that must know before coming to Oahu.
Andrew says, my food recommendation. Okay, yeah, let's do this, right? So if you guys have been to Oahu before, specifically Oahu, and you had one thing to tell your fellow people looking at this, something you'd like, information you would like to share, one thing that you would like to share, leave it in the comments and let us know, and let other people know. So for example, Andrew says, my food recommendation, don't eat at Cheesecake Factory or any of the major food chains from the US. And that finishes off with a LOL. Totally get it. We ate at Cheesecake Factory when we were there just because we shot the vlog, but normally we would not eat we would not eat at Cheesecake Factory. It's just, it's not our thing. Cheesecake Factory, you can find it anywhere. I mean, obviously, Hawaii has Burger King, and they have McDonald's, and they have Popeyes. And for me, every once in a while, I would actually eat at one of these places. If I'm out and about and I wanted something really quick, I would do it. But technically, it's not something You know, if I was living there, so these things I would kind of like miss when I wasn't you know, on the mainland. But for someone who's just gonna come to Hawaii for a week and then you end up at a McDonald's or a Cheesecake Factory, there's
because even if you're on a budget, a McDonald's meal costs you
it's
what,
still,
$10,
yeah,
and for $10
10,
you
12,
can get
$15.
something local as well.
Absolutely.
Remember guys, hashtag Q if you have a questions, this way it will be easier for us to answer it. And we're looking for number 22, must know before coming to Oahu. Help us out guys, let us know what it is that is your recommendation that people must know before coming to Oahu specifically.
Linda says, how many days of clothing do you take with you? Doing laundry while traveling is not fun.
While traveling is not fun.
Yeah, in other words, doing
laundry.
Yeah, while you're traveling, it's like,
well,
that's really hard to say.
It's complicated.
Let me try to simplify that as much as I can. So in Hawaii, you're going to be mainly kind of like, I'm assuming on the beach.
I think this is a question for us specifically when we travel. Linda, is it for us or you're asking for yourself how many days of clothing?
How many days of clothing, because we full-time travel, so it's not even. I'm thinking if you go for like a week or something. Specify that before we get into it, Linda. Let us know exactly if that question was to us or just in general going to Hawaii.
On Hawaii Time says, can you bring this up so we can put this as as 22 Aolani Palace. So on Oahu you can find the only palace in the U.S. So right now, of course, obviously there is no queen, so the palace is like a museum and you can visit it, and that palace is located on Oahu. So thank you so much. That's actually a great number, 22.
Yes, absolutely. Maria says, where's the best spicy garlic chicken? Shrimp, sorry. I think that's a personal choice if you ask different people, but for us,
we had somewhere, it was so good and I forgot.
It's on the North Shore.
I forgot. Oh my God, I forgot where was the best garlic shrimp we had, but it was really good. Well, where was not good, the spicy shrimp, was at Giovanni's. That spicy was just spicy, and
we had the
like you can't taste the shrimp at all.
Yeah, it's just all heat, and we didn't like it. We actually did a vlog on that on Giovanni's food truck. We just didn't really like it. For us, it just for other people it is the most amazing thing they've ever had. For us, not so much. I can't believe we can't remember this place on the North Shore.
Yeah, I forgot, but it was yes, Ted's. Oh my God, Ted's Bakery is the best garlic shrimp for us.
Yes, their food is just so good, so good.
And Linda is asking, don't skip it. Do you ride the bus or trolleys in Waikiki? Actually, our preferable way of transportation in Waikiki was the Biki bike, because again, we don't really like waiting for the buses, but trolleys is not, it's more like taking a tour. They are quite expensive, the trolleys, because they have specific lines where they go in, and you pay per line, and as you go in they give you like a tour, so it's more like not like a transportation, but more like a thing to do, and like a tour.
Susan says, I'm looking forward to the chocolate covered macadamia nuts
and Kona coffee. Yes.
Well, if you want an amazing chocolate covered macadamia nuts, you have to go to where? See if you can think. It's in a hotel. It comes in a box. Kahala. Go to the Kahala Hotel, Susan.
I forgot about that.
Go to the gift shop and ask for the Kahala macadamia nuts.
They are specialty.
They're special. Very special.
They hand pick their
Not
macadamia nuts. They roast it. They have a special recipe.
mm-hmm.
They do also different flavored chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like one individual
It's
macadamia nut.
clusters.
Yeah, it's clusters. They are so
Oh
addicting.
man, look,
This is
goosebumps talking about that. That's how good they are.
saliva. Sorry.
Yes,
It
they are
is
so
it
good.
is incredible, and we actually have done a giveaway for their chocolates, and you can also purchase them online as
Yeah, so
well.
definitely check it out. Again, at the Kahala Hotel is where you get the best chocolate covered macadamia nuts. The packaging, like after you finish eating it,
Gourmet,
yeah, it's
definitely
like,
gourmet.
yeah.
And I'm not sure if they do it now, but pre-COVID they used to do samples. They might started samples again, so you can. But just get a box; you will not regret it. It is incredible.
So Linda says yes for
For
us.
us.
Yes, about the clothing.
So I mean, we don't really count by how many days we can deal without the laundry, without doing laundry. Whenever, I mean, I think it was different for every time we travel. It was different, but definitely a week, we can maybe even 10 days. We usually can get away without doing laundry.
And for us, I think it's a little bit different, just because obviously we create content all the time, and we have a change of clothing. Sometimes we're matching, sometimes we're not, and it's different. We're in front of the camera all the time, so we have to be apparable with what we wear. So we have a little we have a little bit
extra.
more clothes
Yeah,
than
we have
technically
a
we
little
would
bit
want
more
to.
extra than anybody else who would travel. Again, some vloggers don't really care about the appearances and what they wear, but we do.
Yes.
We like dressing up a little bit and look cute and take awesome photos and videos.
Now, initially, when we were answering Linda's question about packing, so let's tackle that really quickly about packing when going to Hawaii, right? Let's just tackle that, because that's a question I see a lot also. Like, what should I bring?
Deborah says, "Do not overpack."
That's always a thing. Never try to overpack.
Yeah.
That might be difficult. Easier said than done, especially for women.
Yeah.
For men, easy. T-shirts, flip-flop, shorts. You're good to go. Bring a button down and maybe maybe a slacks if you want to go out. A pair of slacks if you want to go out to like fine dining and you want to kind of dress up. A Hawaiian shirt, obviously, you'll get that in Hawaii, so don't even bother bringing that. Just make sure you have space in your suitcase for a few things that you might want to buy. Some Hawaiian apparel. You're probably definitely going to want to do that, because you'll see everyone with Hawaiian shirts, floral shirts, really epic.
Yeah, and this is actually we have created a vlog for 20 must-dos while in Hawaii, and wearing matching apparel is one of the things, and we actually really loved it. Some people don't like it, but we love it. So, and you can find it in a lot of different places.
For sure.
Cocoton says very difficult. I guess I'm for not to
overpack. Yes.
Yeah.
But it is true though, when coming to Hawaii, you really don't have to pack a lot, because a lot of things that you're going to be packing should be thin materials anyway. So for women, I guess like sundresses or tees. I mean, you can speak on that. I mean, you don't really need to bring a lot. I see some of the women that come to Hawaii, and women love to dress up at the end of the day, regardless. They want to look a certain way. So they're gonna bring their heels, they're going to bring, their best dress and stuff like that.
But in Hawaii, flip-flops is really the way to go everywhere, even fancy dining.
So for men also, like, if you just want to be chill, it's acceptable to walk into a restaurant with flip-flops. There is only one restaurant in our 3 years of being, this is a funny story, guys. 3 years of being in Hawaii, one restaurant rejected us because I wore flip-flop. And again, we went to, in Hoku's, I'm not sure if I wore flip-flop. I think I did.
Sneakers, but
I can't recall.
No, you were wearing sneakers, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is it called? High Steakhouse. So High Steakhouse, we went there for...
and it's located in Waikiki on Kohio Avenue.
On Kohio Avenue, yes, in Waikiki. We went there for dinner with friends of ours, and I had my flip-flops on. I had a button down because I knew you still had to be, that's the more apparable attire. You have to have a button down. and I had slacks, I believe.
Yeah.
So I had slacks and I had a
think,
button down.
I think sneakers you were wearing.
No, I was not. I was wearing flip-flops.
Okay.
I was wearing flip-flops, and then they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't let you in with flip-flops." And I was just like, "Wait, what? This is the first time I've ever been stopped for wearing flip-flops
in Hawaii specifically.
in Hawaii." So I was like, "Oh, but you know, we're kind of far away." They were like, "No problem." They actually have shoes behind the reception area, different sizes for men, and they give you a fresh pair of socks and a pair of shoes. So right there, they gave me the socks. Told them, it's like a bowling alley, right? You give them your flip flops, they give you the shoes, and
that was really funny.
And the shoes was in very, very good condition, by the way. It looked in a box and everything. It's official when they give it to you. So I didn't feel like I was wearing like somebody's stinky shoes or anything like that. And that's what I wore to get into the restaurant. When I was finished, I got my flip flop back. So that was kind of unique.
Jan, where did you hear that from? Jen is asking, is it true you're moving back to No, we're not. We're going to Portugal. We're starting our European trip. And Cocotona is saying, hi, I'm so excited that you start your Europe travel. Thank you. So, no, we're not moving to Oahu. No. We might go there at some point, maybe for a month or two or 6 or a year, but we're not moving back. No.
Yes. So Andrew says, packing for Hawaii, all you need is at least one JBO t-shirt a day.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to show you guys really quickly here what the merch kind of looks like. And go to branding here. So we do have a bunch of it's okay. So t-shirts. Let's see if I could show it. It's not popping up. Yeah, because it's in the background. So we do have some merch, some really cool Aloha Vibe shirts, different styles, different colors, hoodies, t-shirts. Yeah. And
right
it goes. Irina's wearing
this
one.
This is my favorite.
So yes, they come in different styles, and the link will be in the description as well, so you guys can get your merch on.
Wow, it's been a long one, but a fun one. You guys didn't like Hawaii. Why are you guys moving back? Thank you for your question. Well, that's a question from TikTok. We lived in Hawaii for 3 years. We have created over 300 videos for everything you need to know about Hawaii. And we are actually full-time traveling. So we started our 3-year traveling journey around the world. And as we travel, we create informative travel videos to help you get the most out of your vacation. We create travel guides, reviews, things to do, and everything you need to know about every destination that we travel to. So Hawaii is beautiful, and we have created a lot of content for pros and cons of Hawaii and why. Actually, recently we discussed if you on our couple of weeks live, Friday live, why if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? And we discussed why Hawaii is actually not for us.
Oh, we didn't tell them about Sunday's Bake Off. This is super important, guys. And I know it's towards the very end of the vlog. I should have mentioned this before, and I totally forgot. So I created a poll in our community channel on our YouTube page, and I asked you guys if you guys wanted to bake, because I bake scones for my mom all the time. I make this awesome citrus cranberry scones. They are amazing, and I actually would like to. I did a poll if you guys would like to bake along with me. And I think it was something like 73% said that you guys wanted to do that. So I'm actually doing that this Sunday. So tomorrow, Saturday, on Sunday at around, I'm not sure yet. I want to say maybe
10 a.m., 11, something like that. It's a morning thing, no?
Let's say 11 a.m. on Sunday.
But be sure to check with us. Also, I will post it on Instagram stories with the direct link, and Devon will post all the ingredients.
Yes, because you guys are gonna have to. I want you guys to have all the ingredients, so you're gonna be baking along with me. So I'm gonna post all the ingredients on the community channel, and also here on on Instagram
and Facebook.
Yes, and Facebook. We're gonna put all the ingredients that way. When we do go live, you guys are gonna be able to go along and bake along with me, and I guarantee you guys are gonna make the most amazing scones you have ever tasted.
I am actually really excited because his scones is much better than from even bakeries, and I love his scones, are amazing. Kokotan is asking, are you continuing your lives while in Europe? Yes, we will be doing lives. We don't guarantee it will be on Friday, and we don't guarantee it will be every single week, because it really depends on the internet. And sometimes when we stay, Friday might fall on our travel day, or sometimes the place where we'll be staying, the internet might not be.
Internet is always a problem for us to go live, because we don't want it to go live and the quality is really bad. So that really determines. But we're going to try to keep this Friday live going for as long as we possibly can. If something goes wrong, we might switch it for another day. But if you subscribe to our channel, to our YouTube channel, and the community tab, we keep you up to date on what's going on, whether we're going to go live or what we're planning on doing. So definitely check that out. So yes, as far as we know, on Sunday you guys are going to be baking scones with me, and it's going to be epic. And we're going to put all the ingredients, everything you need, in the list of it on
and while we're all baking together, you can also ask Devon questions about the process.
This is interactive baking, guys. We're doing it live,
and we can also answer any questions about Hawaii, about us, about traveling, or any questions you have. We'll try our best to answer it. Andrew is really excited.
Yes. Awesome.
All right. Ooh, it's been almost an hour and a half with all the interruptions.
Been looking for us. She's like, what time next week? So we usually go live. We usually go live on Fridays, and it's usually at 7 Eastern time. But of course, that's going to change when we're in Europe, but it'll always be, well, I'm not going to say always, because the time, I don't want to be streaming live at 2 a.m. in the morning, which would be 7 Eastern time. So we'll figure it out, and we'll always let you guys know, either here on social media, on Instagram, or
but the scone baking will be happening this Sunday at possibly 11 a.m. We haven't scheduled it yet, but as soon as we will, I will add the link to Instagram stories. We will add the link to our YouTube channel, so you guys know, and all the ingredients as well. You are thumbs up and okay. Thank you so much.
And thank you guys for joining this live stream.
Kokotana says great. It is also going to be hard because of the time difference. Yes.
Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties we had. And yes, we will be next Friday. For sure, we will be on.
What date is it? Before the 6th.
We will actually be gone by then, right?
June 6th. June 6th, we are traveling.
Yes.
And we will arrive to Porto June 7th. Let me check the calendar. Next Friday is
the 3rd.
Yeah, the 3rd. So next Friday is definitely on. Let us know what you want to discuss next Friday.
Just leave a comment below this video. Let us know what you'd like to discuss, and we'll make it happen for you guys.
Kokotana says, I really appreciate all the details and info on your videos. I made my Hawaii trip a success. Yay! Awesome.
So glad to hear that.
Hope you both have an amazing night. Thank you for all the information. Looking forward to next live. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for watching. Check all the links before under the YouTube description, and
again,
be generous with your likes and hearts and comments.
Definitely like this video. And keep in mind, right now there are none of those links we mentioned throughout this video is under this video because the link was broken. But as soon as it goes live, Irene is going to go in and she's going to put all the links to everything you guys need to know. So just give it some time, and we'll get to that for you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we apologize again for the hiccups, but next week we're going to be flawless again.
We love you, we appreciate you, and we'll see you Sunday.
Yes.
Cheers. Bye, guys.